Peace, people. Appreciate you guys coming through. Jelly Bean Killer here, and today we are going to talk about Deb, the newest boss in Don't Starve Together. And if you haven't been out of the sea very often, you might have not even known that he's been added to the console edition as well. So we're going to get into it ASAP. I appreciate you guys coming through today. First things first, though, we're going to talk about is how do you find this man. Now, they did make it very easy for you to find Deb because all you have to do is open up your map. And for me, as you can see in the center of the screen there, that small green square, they show you the location of him right away. Now, this is not the case if you don't have the entire sea mapped out, so you will have to do some seafaring if you want to find him if you don't have majority of your sea already mapped out. Now, to spawn Deb, you will need a sea fishing rod because you're either going to need to bring some bass or some type of sea fish with you, or you can simply fish right here on the glacier that he spawns on, and you can put the fish in a fishing bin like you see I did here so they don't spoil, or if you finish the fight fast enough, they won't spoil before the fight is over. As you will see later on in this video, I'm going to show you a full fight with him, but you will need a sea fishing rod in order to spawn Deb. You will need a sea fishing rod, so make sure you bring a sea fishing rod with you if you plan on doing the fish here. And if you want more of the drops that he's going to drop, bring multiple fish, because each fish you bring, one of those fish equals one of the drops, which we will get into later on in the video. Now, one thing I do want to add is you don't want to get too comfortable on the edges of this glacier, because if you do, it can crack. And as you can see, the circular pieces on the edge are other pieces that cracked off. They will break apart from the center of the glacier, and if you're on the edge, you can get caught and fall in like I did right here, and I had to respawn, re-heal up, and get ready for the fight, so be careful of that. Now, Deb only has 3 attacks. His first one is a 3-hit combo. He hits you with the first 2, and then he does a backwards back fist and smacks you right in the face, so you gotta watch out for that. He just goes 1, 2, I'm showing a slow motion so you can see it, and then he does a back fist right there. You have to dodge all 3 of those hits, and then you can go in for 3 to 4 hits. So 1, 2, back fist, you dodge that, and then you go in for about 3 to 4 hits. You can get away with 4 if you have some speed boost, but 3 is the safer one. The second attack that he does is he actually traps you with ice walls. This is where you're gonna have to bring a pick/axe to hit the ice wall, and you break out instantly with the pickaxe. If you try to use anything other than a pick/axe to break the wall, it's gonna take you multiple hits, and it's gonna take too long for you to break out, and you will get hit. You have to use a pick/axe for this fight if you want to get out of that attack, or you can tank it if that's what you want to do. The last thing that he will do is he will go underneath the glacier for a couple of seconds, and then he will pop up from underneath the glacier. Now, during this time, you can either stand and try to time it and move out of the way, or you can simply start running in any direction, and right when you see him pop up the ground, you just take a sharp left or right to dodge him actually coming up out of the glacier. As you can see right here, it counts as 2 hits. You actually get popped up in the air and get hit once, and then if you fall from getting hit from that, he will then land on you and hit you again, and he will continuously do this until you actually get him out of this attack animation by attacking him, which I will show you how to do in the fight. One thing they did add to this fight, which I thought was interesting, is if you run too much on this glacier, you will slip and fall while you're running. So that can actually get you taking a lot of damage. As you will see, it did for me in this fight. You will actually start to slip and fall when running too much on this glacier, which I thought was a very interesting part of this fight. But I will now show you guys the full fight. Remember, pick/axe for his wall attack, fishing rod so you can actually spawn him, and if you would like to save the fish while you're fighting him, a fishing bin. Now you'll notice, just like the Werepig, our boy Gillian here doesn't RIP when you finish him off. However, he does chill a little bit and he allows you to trade with him. Now the drops that he gives you is called bootleg getaway, and depending on how many fish you bring him, that's how many bootleg getaways you can get. As you can see, they don't stack and you can get multiple of them. Now, what this bootleg getaway does, it actually can transport you anywhere on the sea that you desire. You just have to simply toss it in the water. A whirlpool will appear, and you go in the whirlpool with your WAF, and it'll take you any destination of your choosing. Now I'm going to demonstrate it here for you guys to give an example. Is what you do, I wait till daytime so you guys can actually see. You just throw it in the water, and as you can see, once you hit toss, I hit toss there and the map pops up, and then you hit square to toss. You can actually pick the location on the water that you would like to spawn. So right here I go to the lunar island, I roll to the whirlpool, and it actually takes me to the lunar island. I crashed my boat right here, but as you can see, it actually can spawn you anywhere on the sea, and you can get however many you want of these. I'm not sure if it goes up to a cap. I did try to go back to see if you could transport back to where you came from, and it doesn't look like you can, which kind of sucks if you want to make a quick trip. However, it does stay on the map for a pretty long period of time. And however, how many bootlegs you get will depend on how much fish you give Gillian after you defeat him. So it's all up to you at the end of the day. But I appreciate you guys coming out to this video, man. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.